Pleasant good evening, and once again to you viewers, as we welcome you to another edition of Sports Talk. Here are this evening headlines. Julian Alfred advances to women 200 meters semifinals at the World Championship, and bodybuilding returns to the St. Lucian stage with a bang. As we take a pause for cause.
Sports Talk is brought to you by the kind compliments of the following sponsors.
In the Caribbean, Mother Nature has long taught us the secrets of self-care. Glory cedar leaves to fight skin infection or sulfur baths for acne and eczema. Now, these and other time-tested ingredients are contained in high-quality, locally produced handmade soap. Etoile. 10 spa-worthy soap choices including soothing aloe vera, zesty coconut, black soap from charcoal, and many more. Etoile is made from all natural ingredients and is surprisingly affordable. Etoile, a skin spa in a soap bar. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies near you.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
Introducing the new Luselect Virtual Service Desk, where one click is your access to every service. From My Account to Streetlight reports, requests for payment arrangements to settle arrears, change of name and address. Easy online forms give you access from anywhere and at any time.
Wow, that was quick. Ooh, that was even quicker.
Or change an account address.
Well, it's not going to be easy getting those goods to you on time. Certainly not as easy as transferring my Luselect account to the new location using their online form.
Every service you need.
Wow, they responded already.
At your fingertips.
It's that easy.
Boom. Go! To access the Luselect Virtual Service Desk, go to our website, luselect.com, and click on the Virtual Service Desk widget. Luselect's Virtual Service Desk. Every solution at your fingertips.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Thanks for Alfred finished fifth in 10.93 at the World Athletics Championship in Budapest on Monday in the 100 meters. After qualifying by winning a heat where she came up against Britain's Darrell Neater on Sunday, Alfred, along with the many St. Lucians following the event, got quite a scare when she threatened to false start in her semi-final heat. Alfred then stormed on to win the semi-final in a time of 10.93, albeit with a very cautious start. However, it was not to be in the final as the St. Lucian hopeful finished fifth overall in the victory in the finals. She is the first St. Lucian to reach this stage at the World Championship, and true fans know this does not reflect the full scope of her capabilities. She has showcased outstanding talent and determination throughout her career that cannot be defined by one event. Meanwhile, in one of the most eagerly anticipated 100 meters finals in memory, Sha'Carri Richardson ran down the field from lane 9 to seize the gold medal in a championship record and a co-world leading time of 10.65 seconds. The American tapped into her signature top-end speed, tracking down the world leader Shericka Jackson, 10.72, and winning champion Shirley Ann Fraser-Price, 10.77 seconds at the finishing line. In the meantime, Julian Alfred advanced to the semi-final of the women's 200 meters at the said championship with a seemingly effortless run to win a heat in a time of 22.31 seconds. White of Jamaica came in third in 22.46 seconds, while Williams of the USA was third in 22.67 seconds. She runs the semi-final at 1:54 p.m. on Thursday, 24th August, and all eyes will be on Julian Alfred merging and moving on into the finals as we see Julian storming through the finishing line quite effortlessly to advance to the semi-final. Congratulations to the young lady. Elsewhere, Michael Joseph of St. Lucia failed to advance to the finals of the men 400 meters at the said championship after clocking 45.50 seconds to finish 7th in the heat. Despite not advancing, Michael must be commended for his fine showing, especially having advanced to the semi-finals. He became the first St. Lucian in the history of the World Championship Games to actually make it to the semi-final round. So congratulations to my namesake Michael, but this time it's Michael Joseph. We turn our attention to rugby. St. Lucia's women's 7th rugby squad crashed out at the Rugby Americas North Run Olympic qualifying tournament in Canada this past weekend, August 19th to the 20th. In the preliminary round, St. Lucia went down to Canada 59-0, Mexico 19-5, and Jamaica 33-10. In semi-final number 2, coming up against Canada on Sunday 20th, the host defeated St. Lucia 41-7. For the third place silverware, however, St. Lucia went down to Jamaica 27-12. Meanwhile, Canadian women and U.S. men qualified for Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Canada's women, equipped with a 53-0 win over Mexico in the final of the Rugby American North 7, while the USA beat Canada 24-14 in the men's final to push their ticket to France as we take in some of the action in the St. Lucia Games. We move on. St. Lucia overcame the goalless draw against Curaçao to outplay St. Kitts and Nevis 5-2 in the Caribbean Football Union CFU Under-14 Girls Challenge Series, currently taking place in Antigua and Barbuda on Monday, 21st August. They got their goals with braces from Kayla Polius and Daniel Jabatis, and the other from Amaya Emmanuel. In the next encounter against Guadeloupe on Tuesday, 22nd August, at 11:30 a.m., they were defeated 5-2, with the goal scorers being Kayla Polius and Kyla Lionel. St. Lucia under 14 had enjoyed a 2-1 cushion at halftime, but at the resumption, they could not have stood up to the relentless onslaught of the Guadeloupean lasses. The standings in Tier 2 following that game in Group C is still headed by Guadeloupe with 7 points, followed by St. Lucia 4 points, Martinique 3 points, Curaçao 2 points, and St. Kitts and Nevis 0 points. What I could tell you at this point in time that Guadeloupe has moved on to the next round as the top team from that group will advance to the next round, Guadeloupe having defeated Martinique earlier today. Matches continued in the St. Lucia Football Association Inc. Island Cup on Tuesday, 22nd August. Playing the first game in Soufre, the home team enjoyed a comfortable 2-0 victory over Marshall, with goals from Keanu Felicia, 21st, and William Snack in the 8th minute of added-on time. In the second game, Babono defeated South Castries 3-1. The goal scorers were Lee Edward with a brace in the 67th and 86th minute, and the other from Shaquem Hunt in the 39th minute. Levon Dupre scored the loner for South Castries in the 61st minute. Elsewhere, the matches scheduled for the Miku playing field had to be called off because of electrical failure. We continue with football, and this time over in Barbados, the Ghost-led under-14 boys team played to a hard 2-all draw against the Barbados Football Academy in the Hamilton Lashley Development Foundation Children Charity Field Youth Soccer Under-13 tournament, also on Monday. Scoring for the Ghost-led team were Randall Monroe and Nash Alexander. However, the Ghost-led team was awarded the victory as a result of their opponents fielding overage players. Today, the team was also in action and they defeated the Beverly Hills football team, also of Barbados, 8-2, to advance to the semifinals of the said tournament. Two matches were played on Monday evening at the Philip Masley Grounds in the Viewfort South Football League National Lotteries Authority Senior Men's Competition under the hashtag Let's Take Control, Let the Ball Roll. In the opening encounter, Knights and Platinum FC played to a 1-all draw. Scoring for Platinum was Moses Henry in the 57th, while Mickey Wilfred equalized for Knights FC in the 76th minute. Victory Eagles 1 enjoyed a comfortable 2-0 victory over their number 2 team, with goals from Donovan Popey and Jose Matre in the 10th and 74th minutes, respectively. Congratulations to Team St. Lucia taking 4th place at the Winfield Bradford Caribbean Schoolboys and Juniors Boxing Tournament, which was held recently in Georgetown, Guyana. Jenan Gaspar, heavyweight, John Didier, light heavy, and Kyle Masley, middleweight, all won gold, and all 3 of them are from the Viewfort Gym. All 7 St. Lucian boxers at the tournament got medals, as we see some of the boxers here proudly showing their glee and the excitement and the jubilation at their fine performance over there in Guyana. As we take a break right now, and we'll be back with you very shortly.
Sports Talk is brought to you by the kind compliments of the following sponsors.
In the Caribbean, Mother Nature has long taught us the secrets of self-care. Glory cedar leaves to fight skin infection or sulfur baths for acne and eczema. Now, these and other time-tested ingredients are contained in high-quality, locally produced handmade soap. Etoile. 10 spa-worthy soap choices including soothing aloe vera, zesty coconut, black soap from charcoal, and many more. Etoile is made from all natural ingredients and is surprisingly affordable. Etoile, a skin spa in a soap bar. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies near you.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
Introducing the new Low Select Virtual Service Desk, where one click is your access to every service. From My Account to Streetlight Reports, requests for payment arrangements to settle arrears, change of name and address. Easy online forms give you access from anywhere and at any time.
Wow, that was quick. Ooh, that was even quicker.
Or change an account address.
Well, it's not going to be easy getting those goods to you on time. Certainly not as easy as transferring my Lusulec account to the new location using their online form.
Every service you need
Wow, they responded already.
at your fingertips.
It's that easy.
To access the Luselect Virtual Service Desk, go to our website, luselect.com, and click on the Virtual Service Desk widget. Luselect's Virtual Service Desk. Every solution at your fingertips.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
So, this is goodbye. A professional one. A meticulous one. One with unique options. And total support. With multiple locations, we are focused on your hour of need. And so, this is the final goodbye. Be it traditional, at sea, or cremation, the Crick family will be here to help your family during life's most difficult moments. Crick's Funeral Home, telephone 452-2780 and 459-9212.
Edition of the Goodwill Swimming Championship at the National Aquatic Center in Kingston, Jamaica, which ended on Sunday. The St. Lucia swimmers earned 7 medals, 3 silver and 4 bronze, while several swimmers earned personal bests. In the boys 8 and under, Tiago Nelson, bronze in the 50-meter breaststroke. Boys 11 to 12, Jaden Yu, bronze 200 individual medley. The girls 9 to 10, Sophia Parks got a bronze in the 200 meters individual medley. The girls 14 to 14, Faith Lubra, silver in the 200 meters freestyle, bronze in the 100 meters butterfly. Girls 15 to 17, Courtney Paul, silver in the 50 meters breaststroke, silver in the 100 meters breaststroke. The final points table saw the Bahamas topping both the male and female sections respectively, to claim the championship with 1,418.50 points. Jamaica took second place with 1,143.50. Trinidad and Tobago 917.50 points, ended third. Barbados 739.50, ended fourth. Suriname was fifth with 522.50. St. Lucia sixth with 197.50 points. Grenada 7th with only 3 points, and Caicos came in 8th with 1 point respectively. So congratulations to all of us here at Sports Talk, to our swimmers who continue to do us proud. Excitement is building as the St. Lucia Amateur Bodybuilding and Fitness Association gets ready for the upcoming National Bodybuilding Championship. On Saturday, 26 August 2023 from 8 p.m., at the National Cultural Center, national athletes will compete in the categories of bodybuilding, men's physique, and classic physique. The guest posers for the event are Eddie Wilson of Suriname, winner of the 2023 IFBB Elite Pro Roger Boys Classics, and Ambassador Kimberly Percival of Antigua and Barbuda, reigning 2022 World Bikini Fitness Vice Champion. Mr. Eddie Wilson is an IFBB WBB elite pro bodybuilder who has competed 20 times in his bodybuilding career, winning first place in 10 competitions to date. Ambassador Kimberly Percival is a 6-time undefeated national bikini fitness champion and a 3-time National Sportswoman of the Year. She has competed internationally in countries such as Spain, Prague, and Finland, capturing gold in 7 of the 8 championships she has participated in since earning pro status. Meanwhile, the association also invites ladies to a workshop to be held for those interested in competing in bikini, wellness, and figure fitness. Please walk with your stilettos and athletics bra. This will take place on Saturday, 26 August at 10 a.m. at the National Cultural Center. Ladies are asked to wear once again something well fitted. This is an excellent opportunity for all ladies interested in wellness and body fitness. It is going to be a captivating weekend for all fans of the sport. Be sure to get your tickets to the championship, which are available at all the gyms and the Steve's Barber Shop. Alil Cyril, better known as Young Cook, has ended the summer circuit at number 19 regionally, being the highest-ranked athlete from the English-speaking Caribbean. Advancing to the main draw of the boys' singles category was a great accomplishment for Cyril, who took it a step further, matching past his double partner Jacob Jaslon from Trinidad and Tobago in the round of 16, defeating him in straight sets 6-0, 6-3. The number 1 national rank under 14 athlete then faced Darius Rahman from Trinidad and Tobago, breezing past him 6-1, 6-0. Cyril joined Mateo Gutierrez from El Salvador, Brandon Bridgewater from Suriname, and Joshua Hills from Trinidad and Tobago in the semifinals, where he was challenged by Mateo Gutierrez from El Salvador for the spot in the final. He was victorious, leading in the first set 6-3, and fought to win the second set 7-5 and the match. The final was contested against Brandon Bridgewater from Suriname, where Cyril dropped the first set in a tiebreaker, where he lost 7-4. He then lost a challenge in second set 6-1, as Bridgewater prevailed in straight sets 7-6, 6-1. Cyril ended the summer circuit ranked regionally at number 19. Cyril would like to thank the organizers of the tournaments for giving him the opportunity to compete. He also thanks his parents, especially his father Cook and family, his coach Vernon Lewis, and the numerous sponsors and partners who have supported him in his journey thus far for 2023. And this is where we come to a second break, as we need to run some ads to make some money.
Sports Talk is brought to you by the kind compliments of the following sponsors.
In the Caribbean, Mother Nature has long taught us the secrets of self-care. Glory cedar leaves to fight skin infection or sulfur baths for acne and eczema. Now, these and other time-tested ingredients are contained in high-quality, locally produced handmade soap. Etoile. 10 spa-worthy soap choices including soothing aloe vera, zesty coconut, black soap from charcoal, and many more. Etoile is made from all natural ingredients and is surprisingly affordable. Etoile, a skin spa in a soap bar. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies near you.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
So, this is goodbye. A professional one. A meticulous one. One with unique options. And total support. With multiple locations, we are focused on your hour of need. And so, This is the final goodbye. Be it traditional, at sea, or cremation, the Crick family will be here to help your family during life's most difficult moments. Crick's Funeral Home, telephone 452-2780 and 459-9212.
Me in studio is a very esteemed guest, Dr. Stevenson King, no stranger to this program. As usual, he wears many hats. We used to see him on the road, pounding the road, and he cannot wait for road running to return competitively in St. Lucia. Doc, once again, welcome to the program.
Because I talk to myself, I've had the privilege of running the I did it 10 years ago.
Tell us about that experience, first of all.
That was a most amazing experience. The build up to it, because I trained for about 6 months, apart from doing the regular running, but intense training over 6 months. And that was really intense and interesting. In fact, just to give you a story on that, one morning, you do these like 18-mile runs, and I was doing this run, and I was coming up the hill by going to Kaimanje, and the moon was out. And let me tell you, I think I reached a special moment. You know when you get a runner's high?
Yeah.
I got an amazing high and a connection to the whole universe. It was brilliant, I can tell you. So that got me hooked on running. The marathon in New York was very interesting. I remember when I hit 18 miles, I was running quite well. But when I got to 18 miles, my body was hurting. I stopped. It hurt me more to walk than to run. So I started to run again. My wife was at the 23-mile thing when you come into Central Park, and they were all cheering, and like one of them wanted to come out. Let me tell you, at that point in time, I was in a zone where just pain, and I had to finish. When I ran past the finish line, right, I actually continued running. Somebody hold me. Somebody tell me, "You're done. You're done. You're done." Because let me tell you, the thing about the marathon I find is that it is more of a internal battle with yourself and if you know what I mean. It's not a race against people. It's really a race to finish, for you to finish. And 26 miles or 26.3 miles, 26.2 miles is not a short distance to run. For me, and it took me, I can tell you, I don't run fast because I tell you I jog. It took me just about 4 hours and 45 minutes to do the 26 miles, right?
By competitive standard, Doc.
People
will tell you that you fell asleep on the way.
That's right. But I'll tell you, if you try to run 26.2 miles or even walk it, you'll see. It is something worthwhile doing. Because I'm not a competitive runner by any stretch of the imagination. I just do it for myself. Right now, in fact, you know what's really troubling me? I got a plantar fasciitis in my left foot. So for 6 weeks, I've not been able to really do any jogging. And that has distressed me greatly. But I expected another 4 weeks to be back because it's almost healed now. I expect to get back on. It centers me. I run in the morning, and it just calms my day, and it just makes me have a much better day.
Doc, I'm so happy that during my athletic days that all I ran was between 8 and the 3,000 meters. I would never contemplate running a marathon or half marathon. Praise God. You mentioned earlier that during the course of your marathon, you got a high. Is it a similar situation to Shikari High as we go into the the World Games.
Do you know, I'm so proud of that lady, Sha'Carri Richardson, because last year or so, when everybody was almost making fun of her and ridiculing her, I was so disappointed, because this is such a high-class sprinter. And let's face facts, one of our people, whether she's American or not, she's one of our people.
Yeah.
And her granny had died. And I remember, and they got cannabis in her system, and they disqualified her on that basis. And I found that was so harsh and hard. First of all, cannabis is not a running performance enhancer. It's legal in the States. And also, you're dealing with I can see this is a traumatized child, and her granny was very key in her life, as many of us Caribbean people should understand. And when some of us made fun of her, I was disappointed. But she vindicated herself, because that run she did for that 100-meter gold in the World Championships was brilliant. And she also had a tough time going through, because, I mean, she didn't have a good start in the heat. So I was happy for her. I mean, I wanted our Julian Alfred to win. But Julian Alfred, in that 100-meter field, that field, that was an amazingly packed field. And for her to come in just behind Talu, who is, that's world-class sprinting. So that, for me, you can see that Julian is there. Even in that race alone, you can see that, she's a number 5 female sprinter in the world.
Yeah.
Just on that race alone, right? And that means, I think by next year, by the Olympics, she will be, I think she'll be in front of those ladies. So I'm looking forward to the year, especially now as she goes professional, and with good coaching and being able to really manage her races as a professional. She is going to really peak, I think, by the time the Olympics roll around.
As we mentioned in the news, Julian will be running the 200-meter semifinals tomorrow at 1:54. In Heat 2, the heat actually starts at 1:45. When I look at the lineup, just like in the 100 meters, Julian seems to have the easier passage. In Heat 1, you have persons like Sha'Carri Richardson, Sharika Jackson, and Jose Talu. Only the 2 out of the 3 will advance automatically to the finals. Your thoughts on Julian in the semifinals and advancing to the finals?
I think she will advance to the finals, given the fact that, as you said, she's the 4th fastest time going in anyway. So she's going to advance. And you know, I know we were talking earlier, and you're saying that she does not like the 200 meters, but I find she looks really good in the 200 meters. She looks comfortable. She runs the corner beautifully. I mean, the race, her heat there that she ran, she was so comfortable.
Doc, I'll have to interject there. It's the curves. We love curves, all right?
I mustn't say corners, I must say curves.
Curves, yeah.
Let me tell you, all right, I will not call the lady's name in the room, but anyway, okay, you stay there.
No, in track and field, it's called the curve. It's called the curve.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
No pun intended, right?
No, that's fine.
Yes.
That's fine. But but the thing is, she's really comfortable. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see. Of course, I think she's going to go to the semifinals. Let's see what the finals looks like.
Okay, the finals is scheduled for the following day, Friday, at 1:45 again. So by that time, she would have sufficient rest and would want to make St. Lucia proud. And I'm looking forward to Julian Alfred really holding her own in the semifinals and making it through the finals. Once she gets to the finals, anything could happen depending on the lane that she's in.
I think she could medal. That's what we're going for. But I wanted to say something about Julian, and it's important for, I think, track and field in St. Lucia. Because sport is brilliant, of course. Sport is an amazing developmental tool, and we need to understand this. We need to understand that sport is not just entertainment. Sport is development for life, because it teaches discipline and your physical fitness, your emotional, your mental fitness. I mentioned it for myself, right? And so what distresses me about St. Lucia is I don't think our sporting programs, especially in our schools, are what they should be. We need much more competition and much more school sport, and the school sport should be an integral part of the curriculum, not an add-on. It has to be everybody involved. I lived in Jamaica, and I saw how the Jamaicans have developed that machine for track and field that they have, their national machinery. And it's the school sports that drives that thing. We used to go down and watch the secondary school championships. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, that was first class track and field with students. So that is what St. Lucia needs to do. Now I think that Julian, and in fact Michael and Joseph, making it through to where they are, we should capitalize on their iconic status and inspiration to mobilize our national movement to get our young people really into sports. Track and field in particular, but of course football and other sports too. You know, so I really want to see that. I want to see some serious investment and some serious care. This George Odlum Stadium, hopefully with the Saudi money that has come on, hopefully we can finish up our St. Jude Hospital and move out of the stadium and give the stadium back and fix it and give it back to track and field. You know,
not just track and field and football, because
track and field and football.
So that will take out the weight and the strain from the Darren Samuel cricket ground, which is specifically a cricket ground. But Doc, you mentioned a very important aspect there when you talk about Jamaica. The whole sporting culture in Jamaica is one which is totally different. I'll tell you why. I studied at GC Foster College, physical education and sports, and there was a time when I was doing my teaching practice as KC, which is King's College.
Yeah.
And during the lunch break, I saw the athletes outside getting warmed up. The coaches of KC was sitting down on the bench. And then all of a sudden I saw four guys walk in with a coat and tie. They went to the change room and they changed. They came with the track suits, the track pants and stuff like that. And they took over the session. And they did a fantastic job. And I went to the coach and I said, but who are these guys? And he said to me, these are guys, former students, old boys from KC. And they are utilizing their lunch period to come and help prepare the athletes for the upcoming intercall. Sure. So the alumni of these schools play a very important part in helping to nurture and develop the athletes. And there's another interesting story. While I was there, San Diego had not won the sports meet, boys intercall, for a number of years. And when they did win it, the old boys from local and the old boys from foreign, because that's how Jamaican palace is. When they say from foreign, it means from the States, England, Canada. They got together collectively. The man had the old prefect, and they bought the man a BMW as a form of appreciation from the school winning boys champs for the first time in so many years. So I just wanted to share that story when people talk about the Jamaica culture and the Jamaica system. It is more the old boys and the old girls coming back and lending a supportive hand to the development of the alma mater.
Well, you see, that's why I love sport, because for sport to develop, just like for a country to develop, all hands must be on deck. Everybody has a part to play. I mean, the St. Mary's College recent last year, I think it was last year. Earlier this year. That's an example of what you've been talking about.
Yeah.
And every school should start that. And all of us who are part of school should go back and help in the sport. But sport is important because we lament in St. Lucia our indiscipline and our shall we say, our weaker mindset. For you to be disciplined and to be involved in sports throughout your life and to be and better yet to be competitive, take somebody like Julian Alfred. The kind of mindset that Julian Alfred has to have and the kind of focus and concentration and discipline that somebody like needs to have to perform at that level, despite your natural talent, is what everybody and every young person must emulate. That's where sports plays a part. It trains your mind to be that disciplined mind, which is a mind that can then be used for business or job or whatever you want to do. It's the same. It's all the same thing. So that is why if we want a better St. Lucia, we must embrace this kind of sport in that kind of way, where we all together and we're creating that disciplined mindset and that, yes, that competitive mindset. In addition, we'll have great entertainment, and it builds confidence, because you cannot compete unless you have confidence, right? And so it builds that too. So I really hope that our government and our private sector and our communities understand how important sport is, and we really put our attention to it going forward from here on.
Well said, Doc. Now, viewers, don't underestimate the capacity and the institutional memory and learning the Doc has, because we came here to speak specifically on one thing, and we have not even touched on that yet. Yeah. So that's how his vast repertoire is as we go on to the ongoing Borderley Correctional Facility Safe Space Futsal competition. The competition started a few months ago. In terms of the organization and the progress, do you think that the competition thus far is meeting its objective or has met its objective?
It has, but it has also exposed some of the weaknesses that I speak about. Because the discipline of sports and the discipline that sports demands shows itself not only on the field, but off the field. The organization, the time and stuff. So like, for instance, we've had a wonderful time with our Borderley Safe Spaces futsal competition, and it's been beautiful in rich form. And the community, everything is going very nicely. But what I would like to see is more discipline, even better organization going forward, teams showing up on time, committed, because there must be commitment to the competition. All that is what is, I think, part of the values that sport instills. So it's not just about the field, it's actually showing up on the field on time. Because you are out on a Saturday night and you have to play a match at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning, you have to come at 9 a.m. Now, you should have disciplined yourself not on Saturday night, but so be it. That is what I'm talking about. So if I had to do anything to change, it would be to invoke or instill more discipline. Having said that, it's been great. The other thing is Borderley, the recent strikes in Borderley have hurt us because they didn't have officers to be able to come out to the field with some of the teams. So you will find our last set of group stage matches is on the 10th of September, that's Sunday, and virtually every match left to play is a Borderley match. And we're going to have to pack them in. Because, again, discipline says that on the 10th of September, the last set of group matches will be played, and we'll move into the knockout round of 16 thereafter.
Do you think it was a over-ambitious plan to incorporate so many teams in a competition for the very first time?
What's life without ambition? Hello. You see, in this life, you got to think big, you got to go big. Sports, again, go big or go home. Right? You can't do a half a thing and say, well, I'm going to be safe. I'm just going to do this in terms of that. We talk about safe spaces, but safe spaces are created by going all the way. So no, I don't think so. I think it's great. I think we have teams from all the way from Soufrière all around the island, right? Like I said, the only thing that I think is missing is more discipline. That is the only thing that I see, maybe discipline and commitment. Now, that's not true of everybody, don't get me wrong. Look at a man like Tito. Tito and I, every Saturday, Tito and I have to get down to the field, prepare the field, make sure everything is good. And he's done that by himself virtually every Saturday. Now, that in itself is what I'm talking about commitment and discipline. So that man has commitment and discipline to this. Now, you will find other faults. You will find other faults with Dr. King, and that's fine. But I don't think that the competition was overly ambitious in terms of the numbers. In fact, I'm hoping that we can continue the program, and next year we can mount the competition again, and indeed have more teams. Should we play more days? Yes. The reason we're only playing on Sundays is really because it was much easier for Borderley
Yeah.
to just be on Sundays. That's why we did that. But we don't have to just play on Sundays, as we did in the previous competition. And the length of time is some people argue that it's been since March we started. The competition is too long. Maybe so. But one of the things we want to do is actually make sure that we have sport playing all the time. Right? And we want the teams interfacing in the communities all the time, because this is not just about playing football. It's also about reducing conflict. It's about making people work together and play together more safely. So, and that's what we're doing. So it is achieving that objective. I think by the time the round of 16 comes on and semis, quarters, semis, and finals, even more excitement will happen. That's the other thing, by the way. I think we need to get a lot more people interested, a lot more airtime, a lot more excitement building, especially as we hit from the round of 16 going forward.
How do you think you could achieve that to get to sustain people's interest and to bring new spectators and participants on board?
I think we have to depend on Great Vision's design. Maybe other sports channels.
Michael, I hope you're listening.
other sports channels, social media, right? I mean, we need when we hit the September 17th going forward, we need to be pumping out all the time the information, showing the clips, because sports, for the spectator, you have to have a spectacle. You have to have something to see, which means the social media and the main media has to be putting these things out. I'm looking forward. Really wanted it to start hitting the sports, not only the sports main sports channels, but all channels, like in news. So I'd like to mobilize some of the other media to get into it. You know, the HTSs and the DBSs and all the.
What about the social media?
And of course, social media. So we need to do that, and I don't think we've done the best job in our promotion, in the marketing, the competition. But that we have time to do that now, and we shouldn't fail ourselves now.
At this point in time, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we will continue with the doc.
Sports Talk is brought to you by the kind compliments of the following sponsors.
In the Caribbean, Mother Nature has long taught us the secrets of self-care. Glory cedar leaves to fight skin infection or sulfur baths for acne and eczema. Now, these and other time-tested ingredients are contained in high-quality, locally produced handmade soap. Etoile. 10 spa-worthy soap choices including soothing aloe vera, zesty coconut, black soap from charcoal, and many more. Etoile is made from all natural ingredients and is surprisingly affordable. Etoile, a skin spa in a soap bar. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies near you.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great Vision Designs, coverage you can count on.
So, this is goodbye. A professional one. A meticulous one. One with unique options. And total support. With multiple locations, we are focused on your hour of need. And so, this is the final goodbye. Be it traditional, at sea, or cremation, the Crick family will be here to help your family during life's most difficult moments. Crick's Funeral Home, telephone 452-2780 and 459-9212.
Introducing the new LoSelect Virtual Service Desk, where one click is your access to every service. From My Account to Streetlight Reports, requests for payment arrangements to settle arrears, change of name and address. Easy online forms give you access from anywhere and at any time.
Wow, that was quick. Ooh, that was even quicker.
Or change an account address.
Well, it's not going to be easy getting those goods to you on time. Certainly not as easy as transferring my LoSelect account to the new location using their online form.
Every service you need.
Wow, they responded already.
At your fingertips.
It's that easy.
Boom. Go!
To access the LoSelect Virtual Service Desk, go to our website, loselect.com, and click on the Virtual Service Desk widget. LoSelect's Virtual Service Desk. Every solution at your fingertips.
Welcome back. We're now going to bring you an update on the Borderley Correctional Facility Safe Space Futsal Competition. And we look at the male group. In Group A, IT United with 5 points, will lead that group, followed by Leclerc with 4. Group B is headed by Mabuya Valley with 12 points, followed by New Village with 6, and Octave FC is with 6. Anytime you hear the abbreviation FC at the end of a name, we are referring to a team from the Borderley Correctional Facility. Rosehill, in Group C, Rosehill leads that group with 7 points, followed by Casimir FC and Conway with 4 points each. Group D is headed by Marshall with 9 points. Cooleytown has 3 points. Group E, Vanguard FC and Agard 1 have 6 points each. Group F, Borin FC and Boulevard have 6 points each. In Group G, Twapito and Denry 4 points each, followed by Pave with 3 and Sufra with 2. Group H, we see this is headed by Mark FC with 6, and Fire Service is second with 4 points. The female division is headed by Conway with 21 points. Second is Marshall with 15. Braville FC, who are the correctional officers, are third with 11 points. It means that these 3 teams automatically qualify for the semifinals. However, Denry are on 9 points with Mabuya Valley on 8. There's one more match to be played between Denry and Mabuya, and that will determine the 4th team in the playoffs in the women category. The leading goal scorer for the men is Claudia Joseph of Mabuya Valley with 14, and the leading female goal scorer, Elisha Maki, with 26. Doc, we have seen a number of teams from the Borderley Correctional Facilities vying for the semi-final or the playoff spots in the round of 16. Any surprises there?
No, because first of all, Borderley has a big population. It's a young population, and also there are a lot of really good footballers in there. So I'm not surprised that Borderley does well in the football competition. Maybe even as also motivation, because put yourself in Borderley and in that mindset, and then you have an opportunity to be on a team to play and go out to the field. There's additional motivation to perform, right?
And also for you to want to come out on a Sunday.
Exactly. So I can see why the Borderley teams they're motivated. They have talent and they're motivated, and I think that's why you get them performing well. But it's going to be interesting. Moving into the round of 16 is going to be very interesting.
Coming this Sunday, what could one expect at the Richford playing field?
Well, we should have 6 matches this Sunday. I would like to start at 9, right? I mentioned about the discipline, about teams showing up, and that has been one of our problems. But that's what we're looking forward to. And you should have, I'm not sure who's going to be playing this Sunday. I haven't seen the final fixtures for this Sunday. But I would expect at least 5 of those matches to include Borderley teams.
Well, I'm very looking forward to it, and as I said, the Sundays for me is coming out to this competition because it means a lot, not just for me as an individual, but interacting with all the players. You get a sense of purpose and how these guys feel. They're looking forward to be getting back reinstated into society in a positive way. And I think that this competition is a stepping stone in helping them in that regard. What can we foresee coming out from this competition?
That's a good question. There's a black art competition about to start. Okay, and I was talking to Sheikhs because I'm working with them on that, and spoke to Mr. Gad because we're looking at having a bodily team in the black art competition as well. So one of the things that might come out of this, just from that alone, I give that story to say that what might come out of that is bodily players being more involved in football competitions in the country, which I think it's good. There are many people out there who see bodily as a prison where people should be locked away and not seen until they've done their sentence. But you have to stop and think more deeply than that and realize that the purpose of locking somebody away in bodily is, as it says, a correctional facility, is to rehabilitate, to get the mindset to change, to get the person to change. So who comes out is not the same person who went in. So it's somebody who comes out with a better mindset, a mindset more community-oriented, more positive, and to move away from the life of crime that put that person in bodily in the first instance. And I think it's this competition, I'm hoping, will instill, at least make its little mark on that, to say rehabilitation of people in prison is crucial for all of us, not just for them, but for all of us. Because you don't want a more seasoned criminal with a more bad mind back out in your community after the sentence has been served. Because that is a downward spiral, a downward cycle. We want to change that. And I'm really, I said it last time I think I was here, and I will have to say it again. The director, Vern Gard, is visionary and is courageous. And because that's what this football competition is. I don't think that there's any other competition like this anywhere in the region. So that's the other thing that comes out of this. If we do this thing successfully, St. Lucia's Correctional Facility and this futsal program can be showcased as something that can be done and is good to do and has the following benefits that we can outline. And I'm hoping that that we give Mr. Gard that ammunition, so when he's with his colleagues around the region, he can show them what this does, because that means that what we are doing here can impact other islands as well.
The Borealis Correctional Facility has embarked on getting their own grounds.
Yes, they have.
And one of the reasons or the objective is that they could have their own competitions up there, and also we could have some of our matches up there. Your thoughts on this and where we are at that stage?
Brilliant. Now remember, I was saying earlier how important it is for us in St. Lucia to have a renewed, strategic, and all-purpose approach to sport. Everybody must be involved in sport, okay? And having that field and borderlay is brilliant, because what it means is it's much easier for the borderlay officers and the inmates to play football.
Doc, again, I'll stop you there. They are the residents.
Residents, the borderlay temporary residents.
Yeah.
All right. So I agree for them to play more often, because sport is good for your physique and your mind, and sport is a great rehabilitator. So I think it's great, and I'm not sure how Mr. Gard managed to get the resources to do that field, but it's a great move. Right now it's not ready yet, right? A number of reasons for it not being ready yet, but I'm anticipating that by the end of the year it will be ready. and then the Baudelaire residents and, and the correctional officers can benefit from that, and all of us, because community teams can come there and play.
Final words from you before we wrap up, Doc?
Well, you know, my final words is back to St. Lucia.
Guys, it'll be a whole paragraph, not words.
Yes. Well, you know, you pass this way but once. So, you know, enjoy it and make it good. So hear this. The most important thing for us to do in St. Lucia is make sure we prioritize sport. We prioritize sport at all levels. I'll give you a little joke. My Jamaican friends, back to Jamaica, my Jamaican friends say in before primary school, they used to run races and the winner would get the piece of cake. They'd put one piece of cake on the table and all the little children would run for the cake. And from there, they would see who the fastest runners are. So they would identify their runners from early. The point being, you start sport early and you're committed to it. We should embrace it. And I can tell you that if you see we really want to develop a country, sport is a crucial component in that development. And I really hope that policymakers understand this thing properly. When I say policymakers, I mean all the way through the principals of the schools and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody understands how important sport is.
Doc, I want to thank you because today I was telling somebody, well, you know the culture of Jamaica. I know it because I studied it. And we were talking about track and field and Tyson Gay and Jocelyn Gatlin. And I was telling them that once Gay defeated Bolt, and then that's Tyson Gay. And the headline story in some of the Jamaican papers and the American papers was that Bolt was beaten by a Gay. And that motivated Bolt quite a lot because you know how Jamaicans feel about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that motivated Bolt. It will never happen again. Guys, it was nice being here, but before we leave, let me give you the sports talk weekend happenings. The Roseau Football League President's Men's Cup is scheduled for Marigot Field this coming Sunday, 27th of August. MAC Police, they have a police team in that tournament. It comes against Sarot Scorpion FC at 2 p.m. Millet Football Club comes up against City Foundation FC at 4 p.m. And the police team won their first game, and they are serving a twofold purpose in that competition. They are also providing security and protection for both the players and the patrons. And as we speak about security and safety, always remember that the ongoing campaign, which is being piloted through sports and through football, give gun violence the red card. Football is life. Each one, teach one. If you see something, say something. There's a police hotline, report it. And most importantly, shoot to score, not to kill. On behalf of the Sports Talk and Great Vision Designs and my guest, Dr. King, I want to say it's a pleasure coming into your home, and we will be back with you next week. Have a good evening and a very productive week and weekend. I am Michael Pierre.
Sports Talk is brought to you by the kind compliments of the following sponsors.
In the Caribbean, Mother Nature has long taught us the secrets of self-care. Glory cedar leaves to fight skin infection or sulfur baths for acne and eczema. Now, these and other time-tested ingredients are contained in high-quality, locally produced handmade soap. Etoile. 10 spa-worthy soap choices including soothing aloe vera, zesty coconut, black soap from charcoal, and many more. Etoile is made from all natural ingredients and is surprisingly affordable. Etoile, a skin spa in a soap bar. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies near you.
At Great Vision Designs, we value our customers and provide cutting-edge customer service. Great Vision Designs specializes in television broadcasting and live streaming of funerals, sports events, weddings, meetings, shows, and more. Call us today at 722-6542 or 726-9914 or follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Great